Make sure you tap that bell so you never miss a video. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Big Fry. Shout out to the subscribers, guys. I want to talk to you about Islands of Nyne. I just got a chance to live stream the game. The game came out today into early access. This is going to be a little bit different. I want to let you guys know right off the bat, I was an original Kickstarter backer of this game, so it's kind of tough for me to do the regular format because it's not really a first impressions like I really do all these other ones where I just kind of jump in and see what the game's about right off the bat. I've been following this game pretty much since its inception, since the original announcement. This is actually one of the first games on my channel that did really well view-wise. I covered the Kickstarter. I've been following it for a long time. I've been playing it in the alpha. They did some testing kind of leading up to this launch that I actually didn't really get a part of, but at the beginning I was testing it, and I watched this game grow from a really broken project and kind of into this early access title that I'm actually really impressed with. So you guys were asking my opinions. You wanted to know. I did a live stream tonight. We gave away a couple of copies of the game, and we had like 200 people in there. And you guys were asking, what do I think of it? And I know the chat was kind of moving. I was trying to play the game, and I didn't really get a chance to answer it. So I want to do that now. This game is really, really solid for an early access title. My biggest issue during the alpha testing where we were able to stream it a while ago, if you guys are on the Twitch side of things, you've already seen my frustrations be aired out. But I want to say the biggest frustration was the hiccuping. The optimization of the game was just not up to par. I get it, it's an alpha, but for me to stream it and show it off to my community and be like, hey, this might be something you guys are interested in, it's pretty tough to do so when the game performed the way it did. The biggest thing was inconsistent frame rates and just like hiccuping. If you guys have played EFT and you know the hiccuping that I'm talking about, where you just turn to the right and it just dips to like a Polaroid picture, that was the alpha for me. And it was really frustrating because when it didn't happen the very odd time, you could really see the potential and see the game being played in its purest form. That's what this game is right now. It dropped into early access today. It's $25 and it runs significantly better than the alpha testing, which is what I was waiting for. I said if I could run this game at 60 FPS, it would be fucking phenomenal. Right now the game's running for me at about 50 FPS and there's no hiccuping and it's consistent. So it's smooth as fuck playing it, and I'm so happy because the gunplay is sweet. When you're shooting people kind of longer range or medium range, the hit registration seems to be accurate. So if you're like aiming up towards the top and you hit him in the head, it feels like a headshot. It feels like you're shooting him in the body. Like it feels like it needs to. Now, the game is fast-paced. For the people who are more into the PUBG style, it's definitely going to be a culture shock. Going into it, I'm still trying to navigate and figure out the best way to combat some of these scenarios. It's super quick. And I'm not quite used to it yet, but I'm getting there, and I'm definitely getting better. We did a 4-man squad stream last night. We actually won one of the games we played out of the 4 or 5. The servers are still having issues, so if you guys are looking to buy this today, I would say wait until they can get the server issues fixed. Maybe wait until after the weekend because the matchmaking, like you have to click and you have to wait to get in. Sometimes it throws you in right away. Sometimes you're waiting upwards of 5 minutes. But once you do get into the game, it's not like you feel like lag or connection issues like you did in games like Fear the Wolves. It's like it just takes a while to get in and then you go and it's good. But I am very happy that I was an original Kickstarter backer of this. This is one of those projects that I am actually really proud of. Now keep in mind, the game is in early access. I still think that they could do some more optimizations, and I think that they could work on maybe some of the lighting and stuff like that. The game still, like, it has that kind of weird, I don't even know what kind of art style it is, but I feel like the shadows and the lighting are just a little off. The game just feels really, really bright, and I guess if that's what they're going for, then sure, but I feel like it's just not cooked properly, so we'll see what they do in the future. I have no idea. The biggest change that I think they really need to work on right now is the looting. I don't think looting corpses is as streamlined as it should be. You have to walk up and everything's just kind of thrown into one big pile and you're sorting. You can hit the tab button, but it it just doesn't feel good. Like you're looking around and the UI is very cluttered. When you hit that tab button, there's a lot of shit that pops up on your screen, and it's just kind of sometimes tough and jarring to kind of loot and get the gear that you need. Especially with how fast-paced the game is, having to stop and navigate through a menu that's cluttered the way that it is. I just feel like they could streamline it, because you're dying quick and you're moving fast, and it just all needs to happen seamless. It just needs to be streamlined. That's essentially what I'm trying to say. Now, I don't have a solution for it. I'm just saying that's my biggest issue right now is looting. Picking up stuff off the ground and stuff. The biggest problem I have is when you see something, let's say you walk into a house and there's something sitting on a table. If you move too close to that object, your view and your camera goes almost through it, to the point where like it won't let you pick it up. So you have to like take a back step, look at the item again, and then pick it up. Like there's some collision issue there. I feel like if you're within a radius of an item and you hit F, it just needs to pick up. So just some of the stuff there, like simple tweaks that I feel could make this game run a lot better. Overall though, for an early access title, we did have some server issues at the beginning. By the end of my stream, we were jumping in games, and it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad of an issue. We waited maybe 2 minutes to get into them by the end of my stream. At the beginning, it was a nightmare, but by the end, it seems like they were kind of narrowing down, or maybe they were adding more servers. I really don't know the issue. There apparently was an issue with the voice over IP, and that was causing major lag issues like right at launch when the game first came onto Steam. And apparently they pulled the VoIP for now while they kind of target that issue and try and get it fixed. So for now, there's no VoIP, which I actually don't mind because I'm just playing with my boys in Discord. The proximity chat would be dope to hear, but other than that, I really feel like the game is solid. It's grown a lot since the alpha, and that's kind of where I'm at. Y'all wanted to know my opinion? That's what I feel. I feel like I'm going to be playing this game a lot more in between Insurgency and World War III and Ready or Not. This might not be something that I talk about on the channel that often, but if you guys are subbed on Twitch or if you're following over there, you're probably going to see a lot of it. And that's just how I feel. Let me know what you guys think down below. You guys are seeing the gameplay here. Do you guys fuck with it? Do you think that it looks kind of cheesy? Because I kind of get it from some people's perspective with the art style. It's kind of off-putting. But let me know what you guys think. I'm curious to see what my community thinks of Islands of Nyne. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to y'all. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. We're shooting for 100,000. And I'll see you on the next one.